But Batman, like when you go to the encampments nowadays, do some people recognize you? Do they like say like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Oh yeah, no. I know most people in San Jose by name that I visit encampments around here, and most people know me or have at least heard of me, which is, I think, something that makes the costume really, really helpful because it's a great communication tool.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like wearing a uniform for an art organization. It immediately identifies you as that person, so it's kind of hard to forget who you are, and it very clearly states your intentions. Like,
yeah, how many encampments have you visited, and which ones have you been visiting pretty recently?
I've been doing this about 6 odd years now, I want to say, and I've worked all over San Jose. I've worked in Rochester, New York. I've worked in San Francisco and Oakland as well, and a little bit in Fremont. Because the problem is they're always moving.
I wanted to ask, like, because you used to work in the East Coast, I wanted to know, like, do you notice any differences in like the unhoused encampments that you visit in Rochester versus like the ones in the Bay Area?
Yeah, definitely. Interestingly enough, Oakland's encampments kind of remind me of Rochester's in a way, because Rochester, you're not finding people along creeks or stuff like that. It's much more visible. And San Jose obviously does have very visible encampments, as well as Oakland and San Francisco, but like they're very exposed in Rochester, very much like Oakland's. They're kind of hard to miss just because there's not a lot of great places for people to kind of go. Whereas in San Jose specifically, because we have so much like, foliage and like, riverbeds around.
Literally all of San Jose, you'll find like a different part of the Bay Area citywide.
Exactly. I think, honestly, the more interesting thing, though, is the way that these cities address homelessness is very, very interesting.
Do you think another reason why, the visibility of our unhoused residents going down, do you think that has anything to do with kind of the mayor's initiative?
The visibility of homelessness in San Jose is going to continue to decrease as people further and further push themselves into more dangerous areas because, they're continuously being swept. If we keep kicking people out of areas, people are going to find other places to stay if they're not offered something. Sweeping people without offering a place to go and without having a place for any idea of where they're going to send people, like what they're going to do. They don't have a plan.
Yeah.
And I can say that with confidence, just being out at these recent sweeps for the past 2 months, I've talked to hundreds of people along those waterways, and I told City Council this as well, but I talked to hundreds of people along the waterways, and not a single person I spoke to got offered services ahead of time. And that, to me, echoes a larger problem with the way San Jose specifically addresses homelessness, is that we can say that we're building something all day long. Like, yeah, that's true. We're building more shelter beds. We're building this. We're building that.
Yeah.
But until we actually have it built, that's not helping anybody. You're just kicking people around and further causing this level of distrust amongst the unhoused community.